What is going on, Lego Maniacs? It's ZacAtk Bricks back at it again with another video. Today we are going to be making our first custom MOC in the city, and we're going to be doing so by utilizing 3 of these Lego grocery store sets, set number 60347. We're going to be taking 3 of these and we're going to be putting it on a 48 by 48 base plate with some road plates for a small parking lot. So my idea for this spawned from wanting a grocery store in the city, because I feel like not too many cities out there that I've seen at least have a dedicated grocery store. I know they have like supermarkets and stuff like that, like when it like combined stores, like, you know, like a big Walmart where it has electronics, clothes, and whatever. But again, there are tons of Lego YouTubers out there, and I'm only subscribed to a handful of them, so if I've missed it, I apologize. But what I want to do is make a big giant Lego City grocery store MOC, a store that's dedicated just for groceries. So I picked up 3 of these from Amazon. I actually got these right before they went out of stock, and I paid a little too much for them, but it's going to be good to have extras of. I'll have extra minifigures, and there's a cool minifigure in here with a gentleman who has a prosthetic leg, which I think is really, really nice when it comes to inclusion. So we're going to be taking all these sets and combining them and placing them on a base plate. If you haven't already, be sure and check out my social media. I've been posting updates to the city on my social media before and after I even started filming content. So if you haven't already, I have a Twitter and an Instagram, and it would be amazing if you'd also comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think of this MOC as the video comes to an end. So let me know all of that in the comment section below, and I would love for it if you subscribe and continue with me on my journey for creating Lego content like this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, and let's get building on this Lego City grocery store.
So when I was initially unboxing all of these sets, I was going to slightly organize everything, but then I was just too excited, and I decided just to go ham and just to go all for it and just start unboxing all of the bags. But before we can get into all of that, I created a Mills plate here, 48 by 48 Mills plate. This is the biggest Mills plate I've ever made, and I ended up using these, I think these were 8 by 8 plates that I was using, and I wasn't going to go ham with spreading out all of the 2x2 bricks, as I don't really have a lot of the 2x2 bricks, and just spreading this out and really adjusting for this larger size plate. Normally I'd make the bricks a little tighter, but once I got things settled, I decided to go ahead and start working on the building itself. Initially I was going to have the store take up the entire remainder of the base plate, but once I kind of got an idea of what was available for me for my parts, I decided to scale it back a little bit. And then I also too wanted to have a small area of the section for the store to be dedicated as like a loading dock. So I think that'll be a really good thing to have for the store as a loading dock, because I do want to make the Lego City somewhat functional, as I want to be able to have like an 18-wheeler pull in there and whatnot. And I've kind of sketched out how the city looks, and I use a notepad and paper. I really enjoy using notepad and paper when drawing, and I kind of drew it out. And on my Lego City, I have kind of placed the store next to the Lego store to see how that works, as I do have the Lego City Lego truck that just came out a few weeks ago at the time of the recording of this video. And anyways, I want to be able to have that to where I can just go ahead and be able to have an 18-wheeler come in and out of the loading dock next to this store and whatever I place next to it. And I do want the Lego City to be somewhat fluid. That way, as I grow the Lego City and it expands a little more, I really want to be able to put this modular wherever I can fit it, wherever it makes sense. And, you know, since it's on a slightly larger base plate, it is going to be slightly challenging to make this work, but I do have some other smaller base plates, like half base plates and quarter base plates even, so it's going to come in handy. I will say that using the parts from this set, it was kind of challenging to work within the constraints of the set, and of course I do have a part inventory, so that was clutch to have. And once I kind of had to go back and forth, I went back and forth with my Lego room in here to get parts and whatever else, and so my bins started coming out, and I started really plucking stuff from my part inventory. And once I got the actual structure of it built, I started working on the roof, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do one big giant sign or if I was going to do several small signs. And at first I liked how the big giant sign worked, but then eventually I decided to go for all three, as the rest of the roof looked kind of bare. And the roof isn't done. I definitely want to add some more things up there, maybe some birds or something like that. Some cheeky Easter egg. I like the idea of including Easter eggs all over the city. And I wanted to make a air conditioning unit and a solar panel farm to make this green, fresh building to be somewhat energy smart, I guess. And what I found really challenging when making this this mock was the signs. I tried to make them look like the set, but I added some additional bricks to give them some height. That way they can go across everywhere else. Once I got those done, honestly, the worst part was just the 1x1 snot brick kept popping off, and I kept dropping it, and that was just no fun. And I eventually just finally got it done and got the roof together the way how I like it. And this is the finished result for the roof. And I am going to go back and add some other parts like lighting and whatever else.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up part number 1 of my custom grocery store mock. I do have a handful of things I still want to do to it. This is still very much in the kind of build phase. I definitely want to be able to make some design adjustments, utilize some of these other pieces to kind of give it that two-tone color to really kind of bring the essence of what the set was as a smaller building that it was, but also scale it up in the sense of the big set that it has become. Which this is my first mock, and obviously there are tons of build techniques I could try and do with the outside, but I also want to try and kind of play with it as I go along to really get a feel for what I want to be in my city and whatnot. So that's kind of how it is. And of course, whenever I start working on the front of the building, I'm going to try and figure out a way to step up from a Mills plate, road plate, to the parking lot, or however I'm going to scale this up. I do want this to be able to kind of float in the city, but also still be millable, I guess. And the other thing I want to do is, of course, utilize as many of these pieces that I have left over, which I still probably have 100 plus pieces left over, and I'm going to try and make this work as best as possible. I'm definitely going to take some builds from the set and incorporate it, because otherwise it's not really true to the, I guess, the original thing, but also it is still pretty custom. And I want to just kind of go over real quick the things that I did with the exterior. I made the signs like they work, if I made them on every corner. I did take some rounded corner pieces to kind of break up the squareness of the building a little bit, and then up top I have the solar panel farm, and then above I have these little air conditioning units, which I'm going to try and do some more work on to make them a bit more different by adding and utilizing other pieces in the set to make them look more industrial, because they're the big giant air conditioning units you see on top of buildings, keep everyone nice and cool on the inside. And then of course on the inside I'm going to be doing a lot of interior work with utilizing all the fruit and vegetables and greenage that's come with the set. And I definitely want to utilize the characters, swap up the body parts, the minifigs, that way they look really different. And once I have that done, we'll also pull some people from the city as it is and kind of place other people in the city and give some good variety when it comes to the minifigures. And so I'm excited, and I definitely like all the minifigures that came in here, and everyone else in the set where it's different sizes of people, I guess. That's really cool. I like that. I really appreciate Lego doing that. And anyways, it's just really cool, and I love that I have a plethora of pieces left over, and I'm excited to be able to continue to utilize these and continue my build next time. Like I said, next time we're going to focus on the interior, and hopefully off the side I'll be able to do some work in between the next video to kind of really spruce up the outside to break up the squareness of the building. I do like how it looks, but I really want to incorporate other design elements to make the building stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to try and do that, and we'll go from there. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, be sure and comment, like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate a subscribe. It goes a long way, and I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for 60. I may be bad luck to mention subscriber counts this young in my journey here on YouTube, but thank you for 60. I greatly appreciate it. It means the world to me. And next time we will, like I said, we will do the interior and kind of finish the outside, and I'll try and keep this as little as a 1 to 3 part video, so that way it won't be too drawn out. But I do have a lot of stuff I need to do on the inside, as it is the biggest modular I have now. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any suggestions for my mock. Again, I'm going to try and break up some of these square corners as best I can. That way it doesn't look so super duper square, and then we'll kind of go from there. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, like I said, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow me on social media, and check out all my other previous videos where I started the Lego room. You can find a playlist up in above in the corner, above my noggin. And until next time, friends, y'all have a great Monday, and until Thursday, keep building, friends.